Now that you've done your due diligence and have spent hours investigating the topic and talking to your friends, you're ready to start using the General Mobile Radio Service, or GMRS. But before you can buy a radio and key it up, there's one thing you've got to do, and that's get your GMRS license. However, because we are dealing with a government agency to get that license, they've made it just a little bit tricky, and there's more than one step. Don't worry, in this video I'm going to show you the fast and easy way to navigate the Federal Communications Commission's website to acquire your GMRS license. Before we get started, I want you to consider one thing when it comes to privacy that you may not be aware of. GMRS licenses are issued by the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC. They are then published on the FCC website by call sign and are searchable. If privacy is a big concern for you, I'd recommend making sure you have a post office or UPS store mailbox to give as your address. Whatever address you list on the GMRS application will pull up anytime someone searches your call sign. And since call sign use is required when communicating on GMRS, it means anyone within earshot is going to have the means of finding out where you live if you post your physical address. Now that I'm down off my soapbox, as I mentioned before, there are two steps to getting this license. The first is to obtain what is known as the FCC registration number, or FRN. If for some reason you've already done business with the FCC and have an FRN number, you can go ahead and skip to the chapter marked Apply for your GMRS license. To obtain an FRN, you're going to go to the FCC Universal Licensing System. I'll provide a link in the description below. From there, you'll select the Register button. Then you'll enter a username, choose a password, and enter some basic contact information and a security question, in case you get locked out of your account or otherwise need to be verified. Once you've completed this step, the FCC will send an account verification email to the email address you just listed. Go to your mailbox and click the verification link in that email. When you click on that link, it will take you back to the Commission registration system, where you'll click on the Register New FRN link. Be sure to select that you are registering as an individual and that your contact address is in the United States of America. Select the Core's FRN option and then enter your information. Anything with a red asterisk is required, and if you're like me, you only like to give the government the minimum amount of information about yourself, so don't bother with any non-required items. Once you've successfully completed the registration, you'll get a confirmation page with your FRN number at the top. Go ahead and write that number down, or at least copy it onto your clipboard or notepad. You'll need it for the next step, which is applying for your actual GMRS license. This will be done through the FCC's Universal Licensing System page, which I've also posted a link for below. Once there, click the File Online link. On the next page, you'll be prompted to enter your FRN number as well as the password you created when you first registered your account to get the FRN number. On the following page, you'll click the Apply for a New License link. Now, you'll select GMRS on the drop-down tab. For some reason, the FCC has chosen to abbreviate GMRS as the letters ZA. It is the last selection at the bottom of the list. Next, answer these three questions. For most people, the default answers of no will suffice. Now you'll go ahead and enter your contact information. Remember, if privacy is a concern, use a PO box or some other mailbox number here, as this information is going to be searchable on the internet. Confirm you've never been convicted of a felony. Confirm all of the information entered is correct and click Continue to Certify. Fill out your name as your signature on the application. I wasn't quite sure what I should put for a title, so I just put human being. Hit Submit and then click Continue to Payment Options and then go back to the FRN login screen. Log in with your FRN information as before, then click the link that ends in Bills and Fees. Then click ULS Pay Fees on the next page. Select the payer's FRN. This is an important step because this will link the call sign issue to your FRN number, saving you another step down the road. Make sure you do it. Select the license application you wish to pay for and hit Continue. You can then choose your form of payment. Electronically online, you can either pay with an ACH debit from your bank account or directly with your credit or debit card. These are processed through the U.S. Treasury Pay.gov system, and by clicking either of the options will take you to that system to enter your payment. If you're not comfortable doing that, there are two other ways. One is a direct pay by wire that I'm sure is probably as much fun as having a root canal, Or the old school pay by check or money order route, which involves clicking on the link, printing out the form, filling the form out, mailing it in along with your check or money order payable to the Federal Communications Commission. I assume at some point in the next 4 to 6 months, they'll get around to processing that and issue you your call sign accordingly. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're just going to show you how to do it with the pay by debit or credit card option. Because I don't want to have two GMRS licenses, I'm not going to pay all the way through here, but after you enter your information, you'll get a confirmation and instructions to wait and keep checking back the ULS system to see when your call sign has been issued. Eventually, this will populate with the call sign. You'll also see your name, the abbreviation for the service, and the license's expiration date. You'll also note there's a ham license next to my GMRS one. This is also where you'll see your information for it and any other licenses you might get from the FCC. That's it. That's how to get a GMRS license. The FCC doesn't make it super simple with how convoluted their website is, but at least you didn't have to go sit for a proctored test like if you were getting an amateur radio license. Soon you'll have your call sign and you'll be ready to go, make your first contacts, and join the ever-growing number of folks out there enjoying the world of GMRS radio. And I'll be right here, providing the tips, tricks, and gear reviews to make your process of navigating that world a lot easier. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you again soon. Until next time, be good.